Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you a sneak peek tutorial of the Scrap Diva Designs A2 Pocket in 3D file folder form. You can find this die set at scrapdivadesigns.com starting March 1st and get a 10% discount using the code prisgemicinc. I'll put the link once it becomes available in the description box below. And let's get started. So the A2 Pocket, you can use it for like albums or your scrapbooking, and it becomes like a pocket for your pages, and you can slip things through. Like, for example, let's say you have an album that you already made, and then you can I'm just showing you an example of an album like here, and I'll just put it to the back here. And so you can put this A2 pocket like this and then stuff things inside like memos and notes. Or what I'm going to be showing you today is the A2 pocket file folder, which is this one here. As you can see, it's really straightforward to make, and I've included this 3D storybook vintage 3D vintage storybook, and it's also from the March release. And yeah, I'm gonna show you later in another video a project share. And so I also added some of these journaling cards. It's really awesome. It fits that in here. It could probably fit more things in here if you like little small journals that you could put into here. A2 size journals. You probably could fit a few in here too. It's really cute. So yeah, let's get started. Let me put this aside. And first, what you will do is you're going to cut two of these pieces out, which is these two pieces. And I used 110-pound cardstock, which is this blue paper that you see here, this blue cardstock, to make it more sturdy. And you also have an option to put a background in the back, but I just used this lacing part of the kind of the background for it. So here it is. It's these dies here. And so these dies, what I did for these lacing is I used also a 100-pound cardstock, and I used a white one, and I just punched out this side and also this side. And so once you punch out that, it's solid. And to make this lattice kind of like background, you take your white piece that you just punched out, and then you align it in the middle to make sure it's in the middle, and then you punch it out. So I would recommend you do this first and then put this piece on, because I tried putting it both on at the same time and it didn't. I think one of them is like maybe thicker, so it didn't entirely cut through or something like that. Or my metal, like I have a metal sheet that's like not completely flat, so it doesn't entirely go through. So yeah, so I'm just giving you a heads up. And so what I did afterwards is I glued this lattice piece onto this part here, and I also did this folding of this part here, these flaps. I scored the lines here to make these 3 flaps, and also on this one too, I scored it. And yeah, and also I used the Scrap Diva Designs box making strips, and I used the thinner ones, the short one and the longer one. So they also have this bigger one if you want it to be even bigger, or even like store even more, but I just use this thinner one. So here it is. And yeah, so what I would do is I would cut out a piece for this one. I would cut out the whole entire thing, and it'll come out like this here. And I scored this little part down here, and this part is going to be a part of this side here of this file folder, A2 file folder. And so this A2 file folder, we're going to cut off these little notches here, and you'll see some lines here. So it's this very visible line that's really close to the notch. That's what we're going to do. And it's just like right up against this bottom, I guess it's like peak and this valley like underneath here. So that's where we're going to cut it. So I'm going to use this cutter, and I'm going to cut both sides off. Flip it the other way. And it'll look like this. And so after this, we're going to measure the height because it's a little bit longer than what the file folder is. So in order to figure it out, I just use these as a reference, and I just align this corner part over here and this part here against the strip, and this part down here, this tab, we're going to leave it so that you can glue it to the bottom of the file folder. And so we're going to measure it from here onwards. So from this corner, you're going to match it with this corner, and we're going to, and it's nice if you have one of those cutting mats that have the grids too, but yeah, I'm okay with no grids as well, but you can line up the lines here with the grid, which is really helpful too. But this is actually okay for me. And so we're on this side, we're going to do the same thing. And so I used my pencil and I made 2 marks here, if you can see it, and we're going to cut that part off. So here we go. This is what it looks like in the end. And yeah, let's just test it out. Yep. Yep. And so now's the chance if you want to put like a dangle charm here, you can like for example, if you want to put, I'm not going to put dangle charm, but just in case you want to put a dangle charm like right over here, I would use this tool here, and I would punch out the hole, whichever hole your eyelet, or yeah, your eyelet is. And I have mini ones, and then there's 3/16, so just pick whichever hole, and then you punch the hole in here and then put your eyelet in. And yeah, so yeah, so if you're going to do that, this is the time to do it. But for me, I'm just going to use these Scrap Diva bunny ear bows, and I'm just going to put it here, and I'll put a link to where you can get these bows, and I'm going to put it on here like this. It's going to look super cute. And so we're done with this piece, and finally this piece here is this longer piece, and what I did was this piece is going to be part of the front here, and it's going to wrap around and go all the way to here. That's like one piece here. So I'll show you how to do that, and it becomes like this. So what you're going to do is take this long piece and count the notches, or you can measure it with your ruler how long it should be. It's like 12.5 notches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then 0.5. And so from here to here, it's approximately, let's see, it's approximately 5.5 inches. And we're going to score a line at about 1 1/8 of it. Wait, let's see. It's almost 1 point, it's a little bit over 1.25. Yes, 1.25 inches on the score line. So in centimeters, it's 3.4 centimeters. So you put in, with your pencil, 3.4 centimeters over here, 3.4 centimeters. And then you score it and you fold it. And then here we have the base and the front of the folder. So yeah, so you just take your piece of paper and you cut it out with this box making strip. And then you shear away the notches like how I showed you in the other one. And then, yeah, just measure this part here. And then this is the piece that we have. And let's assemble now. So that's that. And so we're going to assemble it. And yeah, there's no whichever piece you want to start with, it's fine. I'm going to have these pieces here underneath like this. And then this one is going to be gluing to this side here like this. And then this inner part is going to be on the inside like this. Yeah. So it just all depends. You can also cut another piece to hide these flaps here. So yeah, let's start gluing the flaps down. And yeah, it's like kind of like confusing at first, but like this is the front with this little small tab, and that's how you're gonna make sure that this little small tab is gonna connect with this part here. Because sometimes I thought this was the front, but it isn't, it's the top, because they almost look the same. So yeah. Just gonna line this up like this. And put some glue on the side here. And then fold this part in like that. Or you can have the tabs inside here, it doesn't matter. Like yeah. Yeah, I actually glued it inside here, which is fine too. Which makes more sense, kind of. But if you want it to be a little bit more leeway, it's not that much of a leeway, but yeah, I have this inside, so it's fine as well. And yeah, let's keep going. We're almost done. It's like one less step if you put the tabs in. And might as well put some glue here on the side. You can use your bone folder, sorry. You can use your bone folder to like press on it, as well as this side. It's kind of really dry in here. We're almost done. And then let's glue this part here, like this. Yeah. Yeah, make sure you align it properly. It's kind of like I'm re-gluing this part because it kind of shifted. That's why it's nice if you don't put too much glue, so you can just like, yeah, it kind of slid. That's why maybe I had the tabs on the outer edge, wrapping around the outer edge. There. And then this final part, we're going to put some glue at this bottom part. Align it to the bottom. Like this. And now we're going to glue the flap. There. This is the 3D A2 pocket file folder, and I'm gonna decorate it. I have some decorations here, and I'm gonna put this bow on. Thinking should it, yeah, it should. You can also put pattern paper on the side too. Just cut another piece out with the pattern paper. Yeah, maybe a pink one. Pink bow. I'm just showing some examples. And then I have these flowers also from last year. I think they're called Frilly flowers. I'm not quite sure, but I'll list it in the description box below too, the links. And then we have this Alice. This is from my stash. It looks so cute. Oh, let me see where my foam tape, double-sided foam tape. It's so cute. And you can put like words down here too. And this front part, I'm gonna put some of these ephemera pieces from the Alice Tea Party collection from Graphic 45. I think maybe the pink one. Like this. So neat. And then you can put your 3D vintage book, my 3D vintage storybook, and some journaling cards. And here we have it, the 3D A2 pocket file folder. I'm gonna link all the products in the description box below once the links become available. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Toodaloo!